Hey folks, Tad T back at you. Real special project I've been working on. Some of you have seen it on my Instagram page, and then I talked a little bit about it on my channel. I'm going to kind of be back and forth. I got some papers down here I want to grab, a couple other things, but Jimmy Shampine, great innovator, great race car driver. That's the car right there. When I was researching new cars, I just wanted something different, and I wanted to build something where I had to actually make the body. So this is not made with a kit. This is all, the body is made from styrene sheet. So that's a little bit thicker sheet than your average, like your for sale sign, but you can use that too. I just wanted something a little bit thicker. I thought it might be a little bit easier a little more rigid. I don't know. The other stuff probably would have worked, but that's what I went with. And there's how she turned out. Just a crazy, wild looking car. Brass and piano wire for the chassis. This is the fuel tank on this side, and that's made out of two pieces of brass, square tubing, brass. I just soldered them together. Everything's hand painted. The stars are just dots, just to kind of, give it the look of stars. So, I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, it's hand painted with paint markers. The only decals are these ones on the side are slicks. And then over here, that's actually a little hand painted one there, and the two in the front, the two white and red ones in the front, that's all hand painted. But this is going to be a little bit longer video because I want to kind of explain this a little bit. But the motor is a 1/24th scale motor that I had out of a different kit, and I just kind of cut it up and made it where it would slip over the slim can there. It's kind of like a little hat. It just slips over that, and I got it kind of glued on each side with just a little dot of hot glue on each side to hold it on there. The pipes are made out of styrene, plastic round stock. The intakes, the big funnels on the top, the Venturis are the same round stock. I just heated them up and smashed them on the end to give it that little funnel look, and then painted it. We'll go back to the picture here in a minute so you can kind of compare the two, but it's a 3A 3D driver figure in there that I robbed off an interior, cut it out, and made it work. CB Design wheels, Paul Gage tires, slot invasion guide, Predator slim can, 18,000 RPM motor. So the car's not very fast. It's fast enough, but it's not crazy fast. It's really not too bad. It's easy to handle, and it drives really well. I think the 20,500 in this thing might have been a little bit too much for it, but so if you look at this, there's a good picture here on the bottom. You can see the engine, the pipes. That's the tank side there, the fuel tank, and then there's a front view of it. And then he had several different variations of the 8-ball, the green machines, what he called them. There's some other variations that he came up with. Just there's the wedge one, wedge design machine. He even had a coupe back there in the back. You can kind of see that. But the one I built, if I'm not mistaken in the reading here, the one I built is the one that has the rear engine, And this thing was actually 4-wheel drive. So I didn't make this 4-wheel drive, obviously, but the car was 4-wheel drive, according to this little article here. But he was one of the first to mount the engine right behind the driver like that, and it's offset for making those left turns. I think it turned out pretty neat. It's 1/32 scale, close as I could get it, just kind of measuring off some of my other cars, and it's got a little bit longer wheelbase than some of my other 32nd builds, but not much. It's pretty close. So just kind of going off of what looked right and just trying to get the measurements as close as I could to make it look as good as I could. But let's run some laps with it. I'm going to have to turn the camera around here so you can see if I can get it somewhat level. 12 volts. It's super smooth, but like I said, it's not very fast. So it's not going to be a speed demon or be on any kind of a podium, but it definitely turned out pretty cool. And to see something coming from absolutely nothing but a styrene sheet to the actual car going around the track is pretty fulfilling. The scratchiest of the scratch builds. The first one I've ever built without a model kit of any kind or a body, just completely from scratch. It just didn't have much snap to it coming out of the corner. But it's fun to drive. It's easy to drive. Super easy to drive. Yeah, I could talk all night about this one, but I'll get my camera adjusted here. Sorry about the setup. A lot of fun. Just shows you the sky's the limit when it comes to all these parts that we have available now, from Slot Car Corner, wheels and tires and motors and lead wire and guides and braids, and they got it all. I kind of sound like a Slot Car Corner commercial, but that's all right. Good folks, good project, or good products. I'm happy to support them and happy to turn out stuff like this and show it off, and hopefully spread some inspiration, and maybe some of you guys will try to do a crazy challenging build like this. You can do it. You just have to dive in and try it. So yeah, turn this into that, and have it turn out and look as close to the real thing as you can. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to my channel and supporting my crazy addiction. Catch you on the next one.